What's going on, guys? So I got a surprise live stream today for you. I got to doing some research and I found out how police are probably going to find that white Hyundai Elantra. So we're going to wait for some people to get in here real quick. Bear with me just a second. Be right back. Had to go grab me a drink, guys. Hey, Kenny. What is up? Wait for a few people to get in here. Cammy, how you doing? I've been brainstorming. Like a madman. Yeah, I just spilled my drink on me. Sometimes I fill these things up too full. Hey, Selena. Hey, Peggy. Boy, you guys are in for a treat today. I got some good stuff for you today. I figured out how they're probably going to find that car. Hey, Cecile. Hey, Angel. Hey, Trish. So, guys, if you're just coming in, you're gonna get a treat. You are gonna get a treat because nobody's talking about this. My little old brain. I don't think anybody has been talking about it or has talked about it. But hey, don't panic. Hey, Peggy. I think I have figured out how police are going to find that white Hyundai Elantra and who the owner is. So while we're waiting for some people to get in here, let me go open up another browser here. Hold on just a second. Give me just a second, guys. All right, I got what I need right here. All right. Donnie, according to Wikipedia, 500,000 total Hyundai Elantras were sold between 2011 and 2013. So at the most, 20% of those are white. 100,000 in entire U.S. Can't be more than 5,000 white Elantras in Idaho region. I will narrow it down even more, Tony. Well, I'm telling you, you guys are in for a treat. Because my little old brain just went into overdrive this morning. I was sitting here going, what can I do a video on today? And bam, just like that. I can't snap my fingers. Bam, just like that, it came to me. Cecile, let me tell you. Let's see, we got 44 people in here. Well, before I get into it, guys, before I spill the beans, and there's no guarantee. This is just, you guys are going to have to let me know if you think I'm right about this. But before we get into it, how's everybody doing? Because I know it's Friday. Is everybody glad it's Friday? And ain't nobody, News Nation ain't talking about this. I don't think no news company's talking about this. I don't think any YouTubers are talking about it. So you're probably going to hear this information first from me. Oh, and did y'all see News Nation is finally talking about the smartwatch? Remember I done a video about, the smartwatch and whether it could It'll probably tell when some of the victims died and when the attack happened. News Nation finally picked up on that a couple days after I done my video, so I don't know if they watched it or not, but Cammy says all of the days are same for me. I hear you, Cammy. I didn't even know it was Friday. I got up this morning and I was like, is it Friday? I had to actually look to make sure it was Friday. I've been that busy. So got 54 people in here. Now this isn't going to be a long live, guys. So just wanted to do a quick surprise live. I gotta go run some errands here in a little bit. Cecile said, I saw that and I thought of you. I know. It took them a little bit to catch on to that, didn't it? I figured somebody would have done a story on that smartwatch thing before, because as soon as I seen a picture of Kaylee with a smartwatch on, I thought, no way. No way. I was like, and knowing what I know about smartwatches, I was like, I got to do a video on that. That'd be a lot of data. And it's just, and guys, this is just if they had one on at the time that the crime happened. So, and I also tested, we got an Alexa. So I also tested that, and it did not record anything. Alexa did not record anything. Because apparently with an Alexa, you've got to say Alexa for it to activate. So we had some fun. We had a mock murder in the living room just to see if Alexa would activate and record anything going on. And unless you say Alexa, it won't. So now I don't know about any other personal assistant devices. I know, like, I got one right here, guys. Like, I got one right here. It's a Google smart clock, and it will not record nothing until you say, hey, Google. See, there it goes. Now it's recording. So, I mean,
sorry, I don't understand.
Somebody could come in here and just, whack the crap out of me, and if I don't say, hey, Google, it won't do nothing. See, there it goes again.
That's a disappointment.
Hey, Google, will you protect me?
I describe myself as helpful. I can tell you how many stars are in our galaxy, what the highest note ever sung was, or I can compliment you.
But I can sit here and go, don't kill me, stop, don't kill me, don't stab me. Say nothing. Now, if you say, hey, Google, there. So, and Alexa was the same way. It never activated. So, you're probably.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Slim House, I hope your neighbors didn't record. Anyway, I thought that was kind of neat, guys. So, but let me go ahead and let's see. We got 66. I don't get very many people in my live streams, so a lot of times that's probably because I just do them spur of the moment. But I'm sure people will replay it and come in here and watch it. So, here is how police. I believe this is how police are going to find that Hyundai Elantra. Let's see. Oh, I can put your stuff up on screen now. I've got StreamYard going. Tony says, Detective Donnie, is it true that if a smartwatch is on the wrist detects zero pulse movements from the arm, it will automatically call 911? Well, they will now. And Apple actually just invented a smartwatch this year. You can get them for Christmas. It's made for hikers and stuff like that. Where if you fall in a national park and you don't have cell phone signal and you break your leg, your arm. Let's say if you break both your arms and your legs. It's got an SOS built into the smartwatch where, like, if you don't even have a cell phone signal, the SOS beacons that you set off if you're out in the ocean, and it'll notify the Coast Guard of your coordinates and stuff like that through the satellites up in space. Apple now has those for hikers, people that are active, scientists, stuff like that. So you can be up in, let's say, I'm near the Smoky Mountains. So if I go to Smoky Mountains and I'm up on Mount LeConte, no cell phone signal, fall and paralyze myself, that Apple Watch now will send an emergency beacon to the satellite, which will notify the National Guard of my coordinates. National Guard will notify local search and rescue, Sevier County Police, whoever, Gatlinburg Fire, and it'll notify them my coordinates. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool technology now. So, and it's like an SOS beacon. And only normally only people that are out in the ocean and stuff like that normally had access to that, because like if you're in a life or death situation out in the ocean, you can activate it. It'll notify the Coast Guard. Coast Guard, they've got the coordinates via satellite. They'll know where you're at. Now, all that happens with a phone, or not a phone, but a smartwatch. Because Apple was like, how can we protect people if they don't have a cell phone signal? And this is just one of the ways that Apple was like, yeah, we can do this. Because what if a hiker falls and he has no cell phone signal? How's he going to call for help? So, satellites. So that's pretty neat, ain't it, guys? All right, so enough with all that. Let me get into, and it's not going to take long to explain this, but let me explain how the police are probably going to find the owner of that white Hyundai Elantra. So, if the car has some type of system like OnStar, we'll just say OnStar for example. I can't reach my phone right now; it's over there plugged up. Let's say OnStar for example. What they can do to narrow it down, guys, is they can contact OnStar. Well, I'll just pretend like I'm a Moscow detective, okay, or I'm Idaho State Police, okay. I'm gonna get on the phone with OnStar and be like, listen, we're doing an investigation. So I need some information on any Hyundai Elantras that were in the city of Moscow, Idaho between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. And let me give you a fax number to send that to if you can get all that information for us. Because now here's how they're going to narrow it down. OnStar collects the VIN number of the cars that it's in and the GPS coordinates. That's how they can narrow this down to probably just a dozen cars in Moscow between the time of 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. What do y'all think about that? The VIN number, it actually records the VIN number. So OnStar can tell the police, okay, we have 12 cars that were in your city between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. that are Hyundai Elantras. 12 cars. Okay, can we have those VIN numbers? That way we can find out who the owners are. And that's how they'll find them. It's hopefully just as easy as that. Let me show you something here real quick. Let me share my screen here. This is CBS News. OnStar data tracking, how it affects you. The data on OnStar the data OnStar collects includes the vehicle identification number, which is the VIN number, which can be used to locate the owner of a vehicle. It includes the make, model, year, and date of purchase. Wow. Seatbelt usage and speed. Creepy, right? Obviously, this mainly applies to car with OnStar pre-installed, which includes more than 30 GM, Buick, Cadillac, Chevy, GMC, and Saabs. OnStar, let's see here. When you start your vehicle, it is enabled. Yada, yada, yada. So it goes on to say, of course, that doesn't mean that they won't in the future, or that doesn't mean they won't in the future. It's best if I keep an eye on the company that's keeping an eye on you. The world, in today's world of scary hackers, you should be doing that anyway. So, yeah, right here, guys, right here, in purple. OnStar collects the vehicle identification number, make, model, year, date of purchase, and all that stuff. It also collects GPS data. So OnStar or whoever or whatever is in that car, I'm sure other companies can do this too, not just OnStar. But I'm sure if the police says, hey, give me a list of all Hyundai Elantras that were in our city of Moscow between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. And they could even narrow it down even more than that. They can do between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. when the murders happened. OnStar can do a query and be like, oh, wow, we've only got like 24 Hyundai Elantras that were in your city in that 1 hour time period. Okay, can we have those VIN numbers, please? Oh, sure, I'll send them right over. Give me a fax number. There you go, guys. Yes, kitty cats, it would still work. They just wouldn't have access to OnStar. Kitty cat said, would it still work if the owner didn't pay for the service? Yes. It still records everything and all that. It's just the customer doesn't have access, to the perks, all the bells and whistles. They don't have access to any of it, I guess, unless you pay for it. But OnStar is still collecting that data, let me tell you. So, but for those years of Hyundai do not have those abilities. I think do we know? I'll go check it. Let me go check it here. 2011. Well, I'll just ask Google. Hold on. Does a 2011 Hyundai Elantra have OnStar? They've got Blue Link. Oh, okay. So they've got Blue Link, which is similar to OnStar. Yeah, they do. So, guys, there you go. There's your answer. Hyundai Blue Link is only available for free for 6 months unless paid. I'm sure it still records. Data. Let me ask. Let me see. Does Blue Link record data even though you're not paying for service? And is it Blue Lake? Let's see. Will OnStar record even though you have no subscription? Right here, guys. OnStar tracks your car even when you cancel service. OnStar, the popular in-car navigation emergency system, is notifying its users that it will track their location and speed even when users cancel service. And I'm sure BlueLink probably does that too. So we're all kind of learning something very, very interesting right now, ain't we? So I'd say all these, whether it's OnStar, BlueLink, Green Light, the Blue Light Special at Kmart, I'm sure they all work the same way and have the same functionality. I mean, whether you pay for the service or not, just to gather data on you and your habits, where you go shopping, I'm sure it records everything, even though you've got a subscription or not. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you. And watch the news. Watch the news. Start talking about this later today. If they watch this, they'll start talking about it very soon. So News Nation will probably be. And News Nation, if you want to contact me and have me on your show like all the others, you're more than welcome. Emails in the on my about page. But yeah, watch the news. They'll probably be talking about this in a day or two. But nobody's been talking about this, guys. Nobody's been talking about this. But Idaho State Police can contact, whoever and say, hey, we need a list of cars that were in Moscow between 3 and 4 a.m. because we got a murder we need to find out, and we're looking for this car. So, can you help us with that? Can you send us all the information you have on Hyundai Elantras in Moscow between 3 and 4 a.m. on this day? They can even do it on a specific day too. And that is how they'll go from 100,000 cars down to probably 30 cars or less. So what do y'all think about that? Let me know in the chat. What do y'all think about that? You think it's feasible? I know, I'm a geek. I can't help it. Lost Little One says, hello everyone. I said from the beginning it has to be more than one person because how do you keep that many people under control? No way. Right? I have to agree with you, Lost Little Ones. So, pretty neat. Hopefully that year range has that capability. Well, we just discovered it does. Jess, we just discovered that it does. I'll do it. I'll for you guys that didn't see and are coming in late, let me show this to you. All right, we'll do another search. Does a 2011 Hyundai Elantra have OnStar? Oh. Does a 2011 Hyundai Elantra have OnStar? A 2011 Hyundai Elantra has BlueLink. So they've got basically BlueLink, I guess, is their version of OnStar. So because it says here that, let's see, 2011 Consumer Electronics Show. Hyundai shows what Blue Link can do. Let's see. And these are in Hyundais. Looky there. Looky there. I don't know what's coming up. I guess they mount. I guess all this stuff's mounted in like a mirror, under the mirror. Hyundai, powered by Blue Link. So, yeah. So for the criminals that were driving, if they were the criminals driving that, the Hyundai Elantra, you were being tracked. Whether you had Blue Link, OnStar, or whatever was in that car, you were being tracked. Alright, it says Blue Link launched in 2012 Sonata and is currently available in most newer Hyundais. Jeff Brown says wrong car. Alright, well, let's see. 2011 Hyundai GPS. So, I'm sure it's got some kind of, I'm sure the Elantra has some kind of GPS in it. Matter of fact, guys, hang on just a second. I'm having a hard time finding this on the let's see. I'm pretty sure the VIN number, somebody on that vehicle. I don't think that LE can do a blanket track. Fourth Amendment should prohibit such activity. No, they can. No, I'd say they could do whatever they want to. What people don't know ain't gonna hurt them. And we all know the police can do anything they want to, especially the government, FBI, and whatever. So, let's see here. I was gonna do something. Hyundai of Knoxville. I'm gonna call a local Hyundai dealership here.
Thank you for calling Grayson Hyundai, Grayson Subaru, and Genesis of West Knoxville. Please press 1 for service, press 2 for all other departments.
Let's see what they say here.
Thank you for calling the service department of
Service department, how may I help you?
Hey, I got a question. Does the 2011 Hyundai Elantra, do they have GPS like OnStar or Blue Link?
I am not sure. Give me just one moment.
We're going to find out, guys. Can you hear them? Let me know in the chat if you can hear my phone. We got the elevator music going right now, don't we? Well, if they get DNA and it matches up with DNA inside that Hyundai Elantra, somebody's up Shit Creek, ain't they? Don't you love being on hold, guys? Thank you, Rita. Rita says, please give this a thumbs up. Yeah, guys, give me a thumbs up if you like it. And thanks to all my subs, members, and just everybody that watches. Every little bit helps. But I got to thinking about this today, and I thought the news or nobody's talking about how they could narrow down how many Hyundai Elantras were in Moscow, Idaho, the day of the murders. And this is one way. Maybe. Terminal hold. Yeah, right, Cecile. Thank you, Jess. Oh, guys, we're up to 111 people in here now. They could at least have Christmas music as their elevator music, right, Angel? Oh, and Jess is a member. Thank you, Jess, for being a member. I just seen that. Hope everybody has a good Christmas, by the way. It's and oh, here's another thing I didn't think about, guys. Do you think the investigation will kind of slow down as we get closer to Christmas? I don't know if any of the crime labs close around Christmas or not. I'd say they do. I'm not sure. Not unless it's for specific cases like this that need priority. I bet you a lot of I bet you everybody be off for. I bet you everybody be taking a week vacation in Hawkins County, won't they? They'll be taking a whole week, maybe two, because you got New Year's following Christmas. Lord, them detectives probably take 2 weeks off. Guys, I don't know if they're going to come back to me or not. Let's see here. Oh, here we go, guys. Here we go.
Welcome. To listen to these choices again,
Oh, wow.
press star.
I guess that's a fail. Good God. They don't even know. That's bad. The dealership don't even know. All right, so let me look here, guys. Let's see. 2011 Hyundai Elantra features. Oh, let's see. Yes, it does have satellite. So, yes, it does have a satellite system. Yes, they do. They do have a satellite system. So with that satellite system comes all the other information, guys. All the other information. So, again, I'm going to have to run, guys. So, hope you enjoyed the information I gave you today. We'll see what comes of it. So, will a navigation system help police to find out which Hyundai Elantras were in Moscow, Idaho between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m.? And then they can narrow it down by the VIN number. Will they do that? Will that help solve the white Hyundai Elantra mystery? So let me know what you think in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. I just wanted to bring you that thought, and more than likely, I bet you the news will probably pick up on this information. They'll probably do a story about it too. So probably watch out for that. They'll probably be like, "Hey, that guy's onto something." So they'll probably have experts on their thing to talk about it. So, but you heard it here first, guys. Heard it here first. So Merry Christmas, and I'll probably see y'all tomorrow. I won't be doing no more videos today, but thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.